Ahmed, a young writer, moved to Lahore. He found a beautiful old house. The rent was surprisingly low. He ignored the warnings from locals. He was excited about his new home. The house was large and spacious. It had high ceilings and long corridors. Dust lay thick on the antique furniture. Ahmed felt a chill as he stepped inside. Something felt off. He unpacked his bags and settled in. As night fell, the house grew colder. Strange noises echoed from the empty rooms. Ahmed tried to ignore them. He told himself it was an old house. It was bound to creak. He sat down to write, but he couldn't focus. The unsettling feeling in the house grew stronger. Ahmed felt a presence watching him. Days turned into nights. The strange occurrences continued. Whispers followed Ahmed from room to room. He saw shadows lurking at the edge of his vision. He couldn't escape the feeling of dread. One night he woke to a cold hand on his shoulder. He sat up, heart pounding. No one was there. He searched the room, but he was alone. He tried to rationalize it as a bad dream. He started seeing a woman in a white dress. She appeared in reflections, her face always obscured. Ahmed tried to photograph her, but she vanished before he could. His fear turned to obsession. He had to uncover the truth about the house. He researched the house's history. Locals told tales of a family murdered there. The killer was never found. Ahmed felt a chill run down his spine. He was living in a house of tragedy. One night, the whispers grew louder. They seemed to be calling his name. He followed the sound to the attic. The door creaked open, revealing a dusty room. In the center of the room was a wooden table. On it lay a dusty old diary. Ahmed opened it and began to read. The diary belonged to a woman who lived in the house a century ago. Her words painted a picture of a happy family, shattered by a gruesome betrayal. Her husband, driven mad by jealousy, had murdered her and their children. He then took his own life. Ahmed read on, his blood running cold. The woman described her husband's descent into madness. He believed she was unfaithful, though she swore she wasn't. He saw her alleged infidelity in reflections, whispering accusations she couldn't deny. Ahmed dropped the diary. The woman in the white dress, her face always obscured. He finally understood. He wasn't seeing the wife. He was seeing the world through the eyes of the husband, reliving his madness. Panic surged through Ahmed. He had to escape the house, but the door slammed shut. The room grew colder. The whispers became screams. He was trapped, pulled into the husband's tormented spirit. The diary glowed with an eerie light. Ahmed reached for it, desperate for answers. As his fingers brushed the cover, the diary vanished. In its place was a mirror. He saw the reflection. It wasn't him. It was the husband, his eyes filled with rage and despair. Ahmed tried to scream, but no sound came out. The reflection reached out, pulling him into the mirror. The house fell silent. Ahmed was gone, consumed by the husband's tormented soul. The haunting continued, a chilling reminder of the darkness that lay hidden within the old house in Lahore. The house remained empty, a silent testament to its gruesome past.